How do I get all of my cover sizes the same? I grab them from the same website because they normally have the same dimension. I use Amazon because it's a lot easier. You can tap and save it to your photos, or you can also tap and drag over directly into your journal. If I'm doing more than one image at a time, I'll grab them all together with one to the side so I can see it better, and then I'll focus on resizing just that top image. If there's one that seems a little off, I'll stack it on top of another one and then make sure they're the same size. To keep the frames even, I'll go to another page and copy one of the frames that I already have and then paste it and put it on top of each one of the covers. If you are using it as an image, you can move it up and down, side to side, but if you're using it as an element, you can only evenly move that particular sticker. If you want to take your cover in your frame and turn it into an element, you'll just grab both of them, click on Create Element. You can start a new collection or use one that you already have. We'll just label this one Covers. And then when you go back into your elements, you'll be able to find it in the cover section and use it and move it all as one instead of two. Next, we'll make some color changing stars. Now, in order to do this, you're going to use your highlighter tool on the smallest setting and just color in that star in one stroke. Because if you use it in more than one stroke, it'll actually layer on top of each other and it will not look smooth. Outline your stars using the precision tool. I like to do this in one stroke at a time because if I use it all together and I make a mistake and I have to erase it, it's going to take away everything at once and my hands are not very steady, so this works best for me. Then I'll grab a larger eraser size and get rid of all of the excess coloring. Duplicate the stars so you can stack it on top of each other to give it just a little bit of extra coloring and turn it into its own element. This is where you add your new stars into each section here until you have all 5 stars. And then make sure they are as even as you want them before we turn it into an element with all 5 together, because this is what's going to make it color changing. You'll go ahead and then delete the one that you already have because that's not color changing, and then add it back. To change the color, you see you have the color section there. Go to custom and then go around the cover until you find the color that you want. Use the stroke eraser to get rid of any stars that are not part of your rating. So this was a 3-star book for me, and this one was also a 3-star book for me. And remember, these are still its own elements. If you do not feel like doing a full review, you do not have to. You can just do mini reviews and leave it there. You have 4 sections for a full review, and I'm going to start by putting my review into the largest setting because it fits there the best. In addition to my review, I normally add the same things: a quote, tropes, memorable moment, and the summary. Here's my saved font preferences, my text. I also have my size, my color, my font, and then the direction I want it to go. If I change something, you can see it now gives me the option to set it as my favorite, but I don't want it as my favorite, so I'm just going to put it back to what it originally was, and you will see now I no longer will have the option to set it as a favorite because it's already there. Copy and paste your summary from wherever you choose to online. Again, I normally do Amazon. If you click paste, it's going to paste in the text that was from Amazon and not your saved text. So do paste and match style, and then is the one that you have saved. Placing this in my medium-sized box, I do not like the spacing of it. I want to make it full, so you can go in here and change it. Now I will add my tropes. Move your tropes to wherever you want them, and I like to then go and add a dot in front of each trope. So I'll use my highlighter tool on the largest setting, and I'm going to go in my history and pick the same color from earlier and just tap right next to each quote. For my memorable moment, I'll go into my Kindle and then grab a scene that I really liked. You can use the full text scene, or you can just write in your summary of that moment. This is a little bit too large for this box, so I am going to bring the spacing down to make it fit. And now I'll do the same thing for a quote. I'll grab it and put it into my journal. Don't forget to paste and match style. You can leave it just like this, or you can add some stickers. So I'm going to add stickers of each quote. I can either grab it from my sticker book, or I can grab them from my elements, whichever one you so choose, and then delete what's there and place them however I want to size them here. I'm going to go ahead and label the section. So I have tropes, I'll place it there, resize it, and do the same for each one of the sections so you can see exactly where the book review is, where the summary is. Let's say you want to add some dimension to your journal. I'm going to use these circles here. I don't know exactly where I want each one to go, so I'm just going to copy and paste them, but I do know that I want them to be a lot smaller. Each one is going to be a different color, so I'm just going to place it on top of each section. Once that's there, you're going to want the name of the section on the front, so you'll just tap it and say bring to the front, and you do that with each one of your sections until they're sized exactly how you want them. Make it super individual. For the genre, let's pick a different sticker. I don't know which color I want, so we'll grab them both and play around until we can see which one works best. And I ended up liking the lighter color best, so resize it and make sure it fits and move everything around so you can see it. If you're like me and you're constantly changing things, don't forget to make your text into their own elements. That way you can move them around later if you change your mind and you want to put in a different section. So go ahead and place each one back where you had it originally. But don't worry, you can still use this as text to change it. Here I'm going to make the words closer together because it ended up being too far apart once I placed it in, but it is still an element. The stickers do look like calligraphy, so I'm going to add the ink and pen set here. I'm never quite sure where I want to place things when I get to this part, so this is just a matter of me moving everything around, deleting stuff that I don't even want to be there until it looks exactly how I want it. And in the end, I settled on this. I love it. So until next time, bye.